And an example that I like to give of how this dynamic works was a few years ago, I believe 2010, when there were midterm elections or legislative elections in Venezuela. And Chavez, because you can vote constitutionally from outside, those votes are seldom counted before the final results are announced. But in theory, you have a lot of voters who could cast ballots from abroad. And at this point, 2010 was when you were first starting to have diaspora numbers at a level in which they may have been able to influence something like that.
If the vote counter let them count.
Yes, it's not who votes, it's who counts the votes, as Stalin said. But it's essentially what Chavez did was shut down the Miami consulate in Venezuela, which means the place that you would have had to go to vote if you lived in Miami suddenly became New Orleans. You had tens of thousands of Venezuelan diaspora organizing amongst themselves to essentially organize bus trips. Many of them flew into New Orleans. It became almost a social event going to New Orleans with the rest of the diaspora or with a critical mass of the Miami diaspora to go vote, several states away. That is really a potent symbolic gesture. But at the end of the day, the expenditures of flying into New Orleans, getting a hotel, what you're going to spend on food while there, on chartering that bus, on Ubering to and from the bus station or airport.
So is that effort, you mentioned symbolic, is that just rich people having a party, or are they actually accomplishing something in terms of developing a plan and effectuating a plan to get rid of Maduro and to bring in a new regime?
Well, that's the issue. So the interest is there and the resources are there. What I have not sensed yet is real coordination.